She said, "If you can't handle me spending time with X every weekend, then maybe we're just not compatible." I replied, "You're absolutely right." Then I accepted the promotion to London I'd been postponing for her. When she texted, "Hey, what are you up to this weekend?" I sent a selfie from Gatwick Airport. I'm Oliver, 29 male, had been with Sophia, 27, for 2.5 years, engaged for 6 months. Everything was solid until her ex Blake moved back from Manchester 4 months ago. Suddenly she discovered a passion for photography. Every Saturday became advanced workshop day, which was just her and Blake at his studio apartment learning aperture settings and discussing composition. When I mentioned feeling uncomfortable, she hit me with the classic, "He's helping me develop a creative hobby. We dated for like 3 months 2 years ago. You're being controlling." Fine. I tried to be the supportive fiancé. Then workshops became Saturday and Sunday gallery visits. Then Thursday evening portfolio reviews got added because Blake was preparing for some exhibition and needed a second opinion. The final straw came a month ago. I'd been offered the director position for our London expansion. £95,000 salary, full relocation assistance, 2-bedroom flat in Canary Wharf covered for 18 months. Dream opportunity. But I'd declined it once already because Sophia said she couldn't leave her photography career that was just taking off. That Saturday she was getting ready for workshops again. New camera equipment, outfit she'd never worn to our dinner dates, expensive perfume that wasn't for me. Maybe skip today? We could check out that new exhibition at Tate Modern together. She sighed dramatically. "Oliver, seriously, we've discussed this. Blake is mentoring me professionally. If you can't handle me spending time with Blake at our photography workshops every weekend, then maybe we're just not compatible." I looked at her for a long moment. "You're absolutely right." Finally, "I knew you'd understand that I—" "Wait, what?" "You're right. We're not compatible." Her expression went through about 15 different stages. "Oliver, I didn't mean—" "No, you made an excellent point. This engagement isn't working." I walked to our bedroom and pulled up my boss's email. "I'll take the London position. Can start in 3 weeks." Sophia followed me. "What are you doing?" I was just frustrated. "You can't just—" "I'm accepting a job offer. You should probably stay at your sister's tonight. Or Blake's. Your choice." "Are you actually ending our engagement over this?" "You literally just said we're not compatible. I'm agreeing with your assessment." She started crying. Not hurt tears, furious ones. "You're being completely unreasonable. It's just professional mentoring." "Cool. Get mentored. I'll be in London." She grabbed her camera bag and stormed out. "You'll regret this decision." 30 minutes later, my phone lit up. "Baby, let's talk about this rationally. You can't just end 2.5 years like this. I'll reduce the workshop time if it bothers you so much." "Oliver, please. This is incredibly immature." I didn't respond. Instead, I started researching shipping companies. Update 1. The last 10 days have been educational. After our breakup, Sophia went straight to Blake's. I know because she posted an Instagram story from his balcony with a wine glass and the caption, "When life gives you plot twists at midnight." Her friend Lisa texted me, "Did you guys actually break up?" Ask Sophia. She's the one who decided we weren't compatible. She says you're moving to London. Correct. But she told everyone you'd never leave because you're too attached to your family here. My family lives in Scotland. I see them at Christmas and Easter. Meanwhile, I was productive. Submitted my notice. Started organizing international shipping. Found someone to take over my lease early. The company was handling everything. Movers, flights, temporary accommodation, work visa paperwork. Sophia tried to access the apartment while I was handling paperwork. I'd changed the locks that morning. She wasn't on the lease anyway, just had a spare key from when she started staying over constantly. "Oliver, I know you're in there. We need to discuss this properly." I texted her. "Your belongings are in boxes outside the door. Please collect them." "I'm not collecting my things because I'm not leaving. This is ridiculous. The lease is under my name. You never officially moved in, remember? You kept your address as your sister's place for the council tax reduction." That was her money-saving scheme, claiming she still lived with Emma to pay lower rates. Worked against her perfectly. She left, but not before telling our mutual friends I was having some kind of breakdown and abandoning everything for corporate greed. Then the Blake truth surfaced. My mate Tyler works at the same coffee shop as Blake. Overheard him on the phone. Yeah, she's basically available now. Her fiancé's having some quarter-life crisis. No babe, I told you. Sophia and I are just doing photography together. Yes, I'm still coming to your cousin's birthday party. What do you mean you saw Instagram? That was purely professional. Turns out Blake has a girlfriend, Carmen, who lives in Brighton and visits every other weekend. The weekends when Sophia supposedly had family commitments. Tyler sent me screenshots of Blake's messages in their group chat from 6 weeks ago. Lads, you need to see this photographer I'm working with. Her fiancé thinks we're doing landscape photography workshops LMAO. I forwarded them to Sophia with one word, professional. She called 22 times. I was busy booking my Eurostar ticket. Update 2. My flight was Saturday at 2 p.m. The same Saturday Sophia had workshops for 4 months straight. That morning she appeared with her sister Emma and her mother Patricia, full intervention squad. Oliver, sweetheart, Patricia began. Sophia explained about your career anxiety crisis. What crisis? The impulsive decision to abandon your life here and flee to another country. It's obviously a panic response. It's a 40% salary increase and executive-level position. Emma jumped in. But what about Sophia? You can't just abandon her. She ended our engagement. I'm respecting her decision. She didn't mean it literally, Sophia shouted. Then maybe don't make statements you don't actually mean. Patricia tried another approach. What about the apartment? Sophia has been living here. No, she's been visiting frequently. All her mail goes to Emma's address. She's not on any utilities or the lease. Legally, she's a guest. You're really going to abandon her over one small hobby? Emma asked. I showed them my phone with Blake's coffee shop screenshots. Complete silence. Patricia went white. Is this genuine? Sophia turned crimson. Those messages are taken out of context. What context makes her fiancé thinks we're doing landscape photography workshops LMAO more acceptable? They left after Sophia accused me of stalking Blake's private conversations. I wasn't stalking. Tyler volunteered the information because he thought I should know my fiancé was being discussed as someone's side project. At 1 p.m. I posted on Instagram, "New chapter begins, London calling." The responses were immediate. Wait, what happened? Mate, when did this develop? Is this why Sophia's been posting cryptic stories all week? At 1:45 p.m. while checking in, Sophia messaged, "What are you doing this weekend? Can we talk properly?" I sent back a selfie from the departure gate with the London flight information clearly visible behind me. Her reply, "This isn't amusing, Oliver." Not trying to be amusing. Boarding starts in 15 minutes. You're actually leaving? You actually thought I'd stay after you chose your ex over our engagement? I didn't choose him over you. Every weekend for 4 months suggests otherwise. I'm coming to Gatwick. I'm already past security. Wait for me, Oliver. Goodbye, Sophia. Then I switched my phone to airplane mode and enjoyed the flight. Update 3. Life in London has been phenomenal. The flat they arranged is incredible. Modern kitchen, Thames views, 15-minute walk to the office. My new team is exceptional. I'm genuinely excited about work for the first time in years, but the drama escalated. Sophia went completely nuclear on social media. Posted this lengthy rant about how I abandoned her without warning and refused to work on our engagement and chose money over love and commitment. The comments were savage, though. Didn't you basically dump him for Blake? Girl, you posted stories from Blake's studio every weekend. Team Oliver all the way. She deleted it within 6 hours. Then came the revelation. Carmen, Blake's actual girlfriend, discovered everything. She reached out via Instagram DM. "Hi, you don't know me, but I'm Blake's girlfriend. Or I was until yesterday. I saw your ex's posts about you moving to London. Blake told me she was obsessed with him and unstable. I'm guessing that's not accurate. I sent her everything. The workshop lies, the coffee shop screenshots, the timeline of their weekend meetings. She was heartbroken but grateful. Then she forwarded me something devastating. Screenshots of Blake's texts to her. Sophia's just lonely since her fiancé works constantly. She needs creative guidance. Yeah, she's attractive, but nothing compared to you, babe. Her fiancé's kind of boring anyway. Probably makes like 30K doing admin work or something. I made 52K. Now I make 95K. But sure, Blake, Continue your assessment. Carmen dumped Blake spectacularly, posted all the screenshots on her Instagram story, tagged #liar, #photographermyass, #workshop this. Blake called me from 4 different numbers. Mate, you need to control your ex. She's ruining my reputation. Not my ex. Not my concern. This is between me and Sophia. You had no right to show Carmen those messages. You had no right to manipulate my fiancée every weekend, but here we are. We weren't manipulating anything. Blake, I honestly don't care anymore. I'm in London. Handle your own problems. He tried to blame everything on Sophia seducing him. Sophia tried to blame everything on Blake manipulating her. They deserved each other perfectly. Final update. Here's where it gets interesting. 3 months into my London position, I started receiving concerning emails, anonymous tips to HR about my history of emotional instability and abandoning commitments. Someone sent detailed emails claiming I'd left my previous relationships in chaos and couldn't be trusted with important projects. The emails included evidence, heavily edited screenshots making it look like I'd been abusive to Sophia. HR called me in for a meeting. Eliana from Human Resources looked uncomfortable. Oliver, we've received some concerning communications about your background. We need to discuss these allegations. My heart sank. This job was everything I'd worked for. What kind of allegations? Claims about emotional abuse, abandonment of responsibilities, unstable behavior patterns. I asked to see the evidence. The screenshots were clearly manipulated, conversations taken out of context, timestamps altered, even fake text chains that never happened. But they looked professional enough to cause concern. I can prove these are fabricated, I told Eliana. How? Because I have the complete conversation histories, timeline documentation, and witness statements from the actual situation. I'd kept everything. Every text from Sophia, every Instagram post timestamp, Tyler's original screenshots from the coffee shop, Carmen's forwarded messages from Blake, even my work emails showing the timeline of the London job offer. I'd documented everything during the breakup because I knew Sophia was telling people twisted versions of events. Eliana reviewed everything over 2 days. The real story became clear. The anonymous emails were coming from someone with detailed knowledge of my personal situation, but who was deliberately distorting facts. We're going to investigate the source of these communications, she told me. This appears to be a targeted harassment campaign. It traced the emails. They'd been sent from a VPN, but the sender had made crucial mistakes. The writing style matched LinkedIn messages I'd received months earlier. The specific details could only have come from someone present during the original situation. Most damaging, the sender had accidentally forwarded one email from an account briefly connected to a Blake Morrison LinkedIn profile. Blake had created an elaborate campaign to destroy my career. He'd enlisted help from mutual friends back home, coordinated fake testimonials, even created false social media accounts to corroborate the fictional abuse allegations. His plan was sophisticated but sloppy. HR security found evidence of coordination between multiple anonymous accounts, all traced back to the same IP patterns. Eliana called me in for a final meeting. We've completed our investigation. The harassment campaign against you was extensive and malicious. We're taking legal action against the perpetrators. But it got better. Blake had made a critical error. In his enthusiasm to destroy my reputation, he'd sent similar emails to other companies in our industry, trying to prevent me from finding work anywhere. This constituted criminal harassment and professional defamation. More importantly, it violated industry ethics codes. Eliana had connections throughout London's business community. Within a week, Blake's name was circulated on professional blacklists. His freelance photography career ended overnight. No studio would work with him. No corporate clients would hire him. His professional reputation was completely destroyed. Sophia tried reaching out when she learned about Blake's scheme. Oliver, I had no idea Blake was doing this. I'm horrified. This has gone too far. I left her on red. She'd made her choice months ago. The consequences were Blake's responsibility, not mine. But the real justice came from an unexpected source. Carmen had saved everything from her relationship with Blake. When legal proceedings began, She provided investigators with months of Blake's messages showing his obsession with revenge against me, his detailed plans to destroy that corporate drone's career, and his recruitment of others to help fabricate evidence. Blake faced criminal charges for harassment and defamation. His photography equipment was seized as evidence. His social media accounts were suspended. His professional reputation was permanently damaged. He tried calling me one last time. "This wasn't supposed to happen like this. I just wanted you to face some consequences." "No, Blake. You wanted to destroy an innocent person's career because you got caught manipulating someone else's relationship." The case became somewhat famous in our industry. A cautionary tale about social media harassment and professional retaliation. I received apologies from several London companies who'd been contacted by Blake's campaign. My reputation was not only restored but enhanced. Standing up to a coordinated attack with documented evidence made me look principled and thorough. 6 months later, I received another promotion, senior director level, 115K salary, equity options in the company. Eliana mentioned that my handling of the harassment situation had impressed leadership. "Your documentation and professionalism during a personal attack showed us exactly the kind of person we want in senior management." Last month, Tyler sent me an update from home. Blake had moved back to Manchester, working at a camera shop for minimum wage. His photography career never recovered. Sophia was single again, posting inspirational quotes about learning from toxic people and growing through adversity. The irony wasn't lost on anyone who knew the real story. My only regret is not accepting the London position the first time it was offered. Blake's revenge plot made me stronger professionally and personally. Sometimes the best response to manipulation is simply documenting the truth and letting facts speak for themselves. To everyone who said I should have fought for the relationship, why would I fight for someone who chose weekend workshops with their ex over our engagement? To those saying I was too harsh, I simply agreed with Sophia's own assessment that we weren't compatible. And to those asking if I regret my decision, I'm making double my old salary, living in an amazing city, and Blake destroyed his own career trying to attack mine. Oh, and Sophia, since I know you still check my socials through fake accounts, I'm dating someone new now. Her name is Rachel. She's a marketing director, completely drama-free, and hasn't spoken to any of her exes since 2019. Don't worry though, she's never needed photography workshops to be fulfilled. Cheers from London.